It gave you another FU candle. Devastating things if you're not ready for it. We spoke about a couple of the things, that we did have to look out for. There was some 3-day crossing and just a few little, tips that we gave to allow you to prepare for these swings. But anyways, before we get to it, we're gonna vibe out, play a couple songs. The Novex playlist, you guys already know. Repost the stream, tag some people. We really need to figure out what's the next part of the market gonna do now. We keep catching these swings. Traders on our side are winning, but it's not about where you're at. It's what's next now, right? Let's freaking go, baby.
Written in these charts like I have precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleed and chill.
Forest on mute, but the numbers kill. Novex finance, cold and still. Trade talk loud, no cap, no fill. Coming in clutch when the screen get ill. Mr. Clutch, keep me calm when I overfill. Mr. Clutch, keep me calm when I overfill. Left eye on the chart, right eye on pain. Hand steady like a sniper in rain. Force breath cold, hard and chains. Every wicked lesson, every loss a gain. I move like that through terrain. Cold my path, never complain. Coffee black, screen on stain. Alpha ain't luck, it's strange domain. Deeper and deeper, candle to tangle. Price ain't chaos, it's a you don't handle. Deeper and deeper, candle to candle. Price and chaos, it's a battle handle. Deeper and deeper, candle to candle. Price and chaos, it's a battle handle. Novex knows in the fog we march. Trade lines etched like bark on notch. Coming in clutch, ain't a phrase is charged. Mr. Clutch, pray while the ticks discharge. Reading these charts like a precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleeding, chill. Force on mute, but the numbers kill. Deeper and deeper, candle to candle. Price and chaos, it's a battle handle. Deeper and deeper, candle to candle. Price and chaos, it's a battle handle. Reading these charts like a precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleed and chill. Force on mute, but the numbers kill. Novex finance, car is still. Reading these charts like a precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleed and chill. Force on mute, but the numbers kill. Reading these charts like a precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleed and chill. Force on mute, but the numbers kill. Deeper, heartbeat sync with the trend line. Blood on the chart, there's a deadline. I see fear in their eyes through the headline. They ain't quant, they just scroll timeline. I keep math like ammo, cold precise. Entry points measure, exit twice. Silence the noise, pay the price. One bad click, you sacrifice. Algorithm twitch in the moonlight gleam. Trade talk space ain't just a stream. It's a war room brief with the alpha team. Coming in clutch, we redefine dream. We redefine dream. Redefine dream. Redefine dream. Redefine dream. Redefine dream. Reading these charts like a precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleeding, chill. Forced on mute, but the numbers kill. No big swings, but precision drill. No luck here, just timing and will. Seeing me gaps still bleeding, chill. Forced on mute, but the numbers kill. Deeper, deeper. Drill to the chart bleeds order. Deeper, drill to the chart bleeds order. Deeper, drill to the chart bleeds order. Deeper and deeper, candle to candle. Discipline's the weapon. Patience the trigger. Trade talk forever. Open up the screen, blocks of color, living stream. Every wallet, every dream. Plug plugged into the same bright beam. Orders in the air, I can feel the ledger sweat. Every number, every share stays exactly how you care. From the cold night staring at a chart alone to 1,000 voices on a single note, I was chasing signals on a borrowed road. Now the keys sit heavy in my private code. This is Novex, I own my move. On-chain heart with something to prove. Cross-chain doors, I'm breaking through. I choose my risk, I write my truth. This is Novex, I hold my faith. Set my price, I calibrate. Future in my hands, I won't hesitate. Novex, I elevate. Every fill is clear, every spread laid crystal here. No more shadows, no more fear. Just the math and people near. Swapping worlds in one bridge, a market tap and done. Every cycle, every run feels like standing in the sun. Used to chase a rumor in a flashing light. Now I read the pattern in the chain by night. If the rules bend, we can make them right. Every wallet is a signal in a shared new ride. This is no fix, I own my move. On-chain heart with something to prove. Cross-chain doors, I'm breaking through. I choose my risk, I write my truth. This is no vex, I hold my faith. Set my price, I calibrate. The future in my hands, I won't hesitate. No vex, I elevate. Raise your hands if you feel that same. One by one as the ledgers link. We don't wait, we don't ask, we build. Every block laid down by will. Take control, take control, take control. Watch it all unfold from the first small trade to the tidal wave. Every tiny gain, every loss we braved. We are writing rules that we never had. Turn the fear to fuel, turn the risk to bright. This is no X. This is no X.
And we are live, everybody. Welcome to the show. You could be anywhere else, but you're vibing with us because you know you want to see what the charts are going to be doing right now. So let me screen share here real fast. Now we got a page, a nice little background to look at with the Novex Quest app. It's in the beta stage. The back end is working perfectly, tracking all data, all Quest. We are just matching the front end. When we created this, there was just a lot of duplicates created, and that's the reason for the cleanup. And just you got to go live with it in order to see everything, but our traders are not missing out on these rewards. So this is going to be awesome. But before we talk about the app and all that, let's check in with everybody. A couple of us here, you guys know it's the bear market. Not many people make it through the bottoms. They don't get to the bottoms because they got shaken out at the top. It's insane how badly people can lose in an up only market, and 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 that was just kind of the expected. Why do they lose? Because they don't take profit. Well, with us, we actually talk about the opposite. So it's good to see the last survivors, man. People that just don't get cooked long and uncontrollably. Let's freaking get it, man. But Andrew, what's up, dude? How was your weekend? What'd you do? And did you get shaken out? Did you get cooked during this latest little miniature nuke?
Man, I had a good weekend. To be honest, I didn't get my short in, and I guess you could have shorted anywhere and been a genius this weekend. I did scrape a small long. It was only like a 10% win on 10x leverage, but like how we talked about like offline clutch. I just feel like longs are just so sketchy right now, and it was because of what we saw last night. We kind of knew at some point in time there was going to be that just monster sell off for whatever reason, and you saw it across all time spans that like indicators were just triggered for everything. But I had a profitable weekend there. I had a profitable day playing poker yesterday. I played the high roller on ACR and got a cash in it. I satellited into it too, so I got in for $60. So my $900 in felt pretty good. But yeah, so I had a great weekend, man. But now it's time to get back on the charts. It's time to make some money. It's time to get to it, guys. This is Trade Talk. This is your first time here. Welcome. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow, hit the comments from wherever you're tuning in from. For this goes out everywhere, man. It goes out X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Facebook. Man, we're everywhere with this. So definitely engage and let us know let us know what you're smoking, like Clutch over there. But and let us know what you're gonna learn on the charts, because we're smoking these charts, baby. But guys, let me give you the rundown of how these episodes go down. And these episodes are all about getting to the money. We stream some poker, we stream some video games like chess. But when we come on Trade Talk every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, we get on the charts, right? We start every episode with an entry topic, a check-in question. That way we can just keep a pulse on the market, all that good stuff. And then we kick it over to Clutch. He lets us know what he's seeing. He looks at the charts. He calls a trade for the day. He calls calls a range for the next 2 days. He calls a direction for the next 2 days. Then we try to call a trade of the episode if we can. But let me throw out this check-in question for you guys. Let me tell you a little bit about Novex. We'll take a quick look at the app, and then we'll get into it today. But guys, the check-in question I had to throw out today is you've had to see it if you're in crypto, at all, and on social media. There was an attack on World Liberty Finance this morning. Their stable coin was depegged briefly. A bunch of shorts flowed in on it, and it looked like there was some coordinated FUD, across from paid influencers and stuff. So I'm just curious, man, to the panelists who we got today, why do you think this is happening? Who do you think is behind it? And what do you think the fallout is going to be, if any? I've got some thoughts here. I love talking about Trump conspiracy theories, and for anybody following along doesn't know what World Liberty Finance is, it's the Trump crypto company, right? They've done a bunch of stuff. But let me tell you guys about Novex real quick, and then we'll get into it. Guys, Novex is the people's exchange. It was built by traders for traders. We, me, Clutch, our homie Ghost, we have partnerships with all the major centralized exchanges, and there are a lot of things we liked about them. There were some things we didn't like, but at the end of the day, we're Web3 people. We're crypto enthusiasts, and we know if it's not your keys, it's not your cheese. So we've always been big on decentralized exchanges, and that's why we launched Novex. But here's why I think Novex is so compared to anywhere else, right? We took all the stuff that we liked from all these major exchanges throughout we didn't like, and we created Novex. But what makes Novex really cool is as a whole, the traders on our exchange are profitable, and that's unheard of. You're not going to hear that from any other exchange. And here's why. Well, we go the extra mile to make sure everybody wins. That's why we do these trade talks every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you like, sub, and show up if you like money. But most importantly, jump in Telegram, regardless of where you're tuning in from. Jump in the TG, because that's where the alpha goes down. You got Clutch in there dropping all kinds of alpha. I'm dropping a little bit of alpha. Ghost is dropping a little bit of alpha. And we make sure people have the trades that they need to be profitable. So make sure you guys are getting in the TG. I know Clutch is going to do some extra trainings in there too. He's been talking about it, and there's been some interest. So I think we're going to roll it. But Clutch, man, do you want to show them the app real quick since you got it up before we get into the show?
Yeah, we can. I don't have the my wallet connected on this PC for me to like fully be able to show everything. Because it's very specific and very the way I'm building this app is to really give you a personal experience. So, for example, here we are on the Novex Quest page. Check us out, quest.novex.finance. I will add a link to this on Novex Finance on the deck so you can just go directly from there. But anyhow, um the cool thing about this part, right? This is we are in the tier section right now. If we go to the quest section, this is what I mean. This says connect your wallet to see the quest, right? Once your wallet's connected, you can load up all your quests, your badges, your info here, and I can give you guys kind of a sneak peek here to give you an idea. 1 second. All right. So you see the quest page. I'm showing you guys the back, right? These highlight depending on right? Which one you're on, the different badges, your Novex quest, there's masters, there's daily. So a lot of in-depth stuff right there for sure. So and just to kind of go back here. So now you have the tier section, which just shows your tiers. It's going to give you a bar that's filled up according to where you're at, right? 50%, 30%, you name it. It's pretty cool. Progress bar. This is going to give you some stats. This will be your profile icon and your address. And again, these things are already all being tracked on the backend API. So this stuff is super easy. It's just now getting these little experiences, right? When you light up, the tier that you're on is going to glow, right? So that way, when you personally log on and are connected to your wallet, you're going to see very specific visuals, for your experience. And then it's going to give you your current tier rewards. What's your discounts, your multipliers, just all that stuff, right? What do you think so far of this part, Andrew? Any feedback, anything you would like to say here? One thing that I am going to change, just so you know, on this very next update, this wallet section, I'm going to move it to the top right so your Addy shows up here. And this will open up this little space here. I can actually give you a little sneak here. Let me show you. Go to the oh, I'm already there. Sorry.
Hey, Clutch, we can't hear you. Clutch, we can't hear you. Did we lose him? Nice.
Yeah, I think we lost him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna pull his
You
other
can't.
account up.
Oh, there we
I
go.
had to pull your
He's back.
account back up. It dropped down for some reason.
It probably just dropped me, but okay. Well, look, check this out. I'm like showing all the updates. You see how the address shows up over there on the top now. So you have the little Novex icon. So this is kind of giving you. I was giving you guys a sneak peek to the preview, for the updated part that you're gonna see. So when you go to tiers, right, like all the tiers are here. When you go to your quest section, again, if you don't have a wallet that you're trading with, it's gated. It's not gonna give you, anything. So you got your profile to connect your wallet. It's gonna show just again generic stats. I'm going to combine profile and referrals page because on your profile, you'll have your referral stats. So then the referral page is going to turn into the leaderboard page. So it's already dialed in and set up, but it's pretty cool. See, this tells you your address, when did you join, referrals, just all kinds of good stats. This page is just going to, again, convert. I'm going to move over the profile to that. And then the leaderboards page is coming out, but it's all dialed in now. The backend API is working. I always like to run debug mode just to see what it's doing. But as you guys can see, just a few last little bit of upgrades to give you a better UI experience, but it's all personal, one on one, man. But yeah, dude, that's a quick little rundown of the app. It's already live. Go create a profile. It'll be on the backend API and start tracking your progress. We are quickly heading towards, you know, uh, basically stages where marketing and a lot of different things that companies do, they end up doing some big stuff. So we've always been a product of surviving and making big things happen. So this is our biggest thing yet. No surprise. I really feel like this is going to be amazing. So check it out. Be part of the journey.
Part of the journey, baby. But yeah, let's get into it now. I guess. The app's cool though, guys. It definitely gives you a protocol just to go through and a checklist list to go through stuff just to make sure you're staying active and making money. And I think that's one thing that's important along with just showing up and not just vibing but learning with us. But let's talk about this World Liberty Fi attack real quick, and then we'll get on some charts. So there was an attack this morning or late last night on World Liberty Finance, is Donald Trump's crypto company, and there was some coordinated FUD. It looks like amongst some paid influencers. Their stable coin briefly depegged, and there were a bunch of shorts that ran in on it and stuff. But I'm curious, why do you guys think this is happening? Who do you think is behind it, and what do you think the fallout might be? I got some thoughts, but I'll throw it to our panelists first. Massimo, how you doing, man? How was your weekend? And what are your thoughts on this World Liberty Finance attack?
That's a big take by Massimo. Wow. Controversial. The controversy in that is going to haunt us for years to come. My goodness. I can't believe he went that route. Shocking. Shocking turn of events
I,
for Massimo.
I can't believe you said that about Trump.
Wow, dude. I mean,
What did I do?
we all thought it, but he said it. Jeez, your take was massive,
He did.
Massimo.
What did I do? What did I do? A beepity, a boppity.
A beepity, a boppity. You gotta have to go to the replay to figure that one out. But dude,
Sorry,
look
you know
at
what? I got a phone call from our good friend Mr. Ebo, and I stepped out for 2 seconds. And of course, as soon as I did, he started talking to me. That's how it always works.
nice. Yeah, I was just gonna text him actually. How's he doing?
Say hi.
What's up, dude?
What up, brother?
What up, man? How's everything over there? Is it snowing yet or you're actually getting some good weather?
I mean it's pretty decent weather. It's weird. It's weird how fucking
Just back and forth. Yeah, bipolar.
yeah, like it'll be cold and then now we got to swear morning, fucking almost doesn't make any sense.
We got
Yep.
hit with another round of snow last night too, or yesterday too. Such crap.
Yeah.
They melted it all, and then boom, we got smacked.
But what a coincidence you have Ebo on the phone with you as we're talking about a coordinated attack to try to depeg World Liberty Fi. Ebo, were you part of the hit squad that went after Donald Trump?
You probably was.
Oh, dude, I mean, I can't really speak on it, but
No, that's perfectly understandable. You wouldn't want the millions of people listening to this to really, figure it out. So I appreciate that type of courtesy.
uh, what's going on?
What? Oh my goodness, dude. You guys aren't aware of that stuff?
I'm not. No.
No. So they essentially a lot of people on the team from World Liberty Fi and just hackers went after them and just a whole bunch of different supply. And it was a coordinated attack to try to get them to depeg. But it was stopped. I know not much happened, but it did go down to what, 98 cents? 98 and a half? So for a stable, that's a big deal. Especially if people caught that with with high leverage, they definitely cooked on that. So, but I'm interested to like knowing more of the details and stuff. Andrew, what did you figure on what did you figure out when you started researching it?
So I'm still trying to learn the details of it, man. My mind immediately went to trying to figure out the why, you know. And I think the timings for the why of it all and the players involved, to me it feels like there's I think they're truly going to use this to try to impeach Trump. If they can depeg it or prove there's been some type of fraud or insider trading based on him, in the power of the presidential office. Now you got some legitimate grounds for impeachment. When we know they don't really need legitimate grounds for impeachment, but if they have any opportunity to seize it or even create it by depegging, right? Like, part of the thing with Do Kwon going to prison, it's not like he stole anybody's money. It was just like his flawed system and the guarantees he gave is my understanding of it. So I think this is actually a high level attack. I mean, obviously it's a high level attack, but again, of it, why World Liberty Fi? Why right now?
Well,
So I think this just ties into.
Oh yeah, no, so dude, like it's huge because there is clearly an insider that moves every time Trump speaks. The same wallet that keeps cooking on those plays, right? It keeps making millions and millions of dollars. So it makes perfect sense what you were saying, dude, that this is a worldly attack, like understanding, hey, let's go hack a bunch of these dudes and they're coming after them. It does make sense. That's if that's what they're telling you is that it's actually true. World Liberify just, I mean, it's their statement. So this isn't hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So we're going off of what they released, assuming they wouldn't lie because of the insane amount of eyes on them. People trying to do this, that's actually a really solid idea as to the why, because it's clear, dude, there is some fishiness with Trump and his actions. But what I will say is they're in an unregulated spot to where I don't think the same thing can be said. Do Kwon, he was transacting and utilizing actual funds. It wasn't just the token. It's what they were doing with the money and going elsewhere as well. Right? So financial crimes are financial crimes. I don't know what financial crimes these guys are doing. And I don't know if they can get caught for insider trading in a non-regulated space. I would say the Trumps are safe, which is why they're getting to at least to the point where people are going to scream these things out and then scream for regulation. So you almost get what you want. Also, if you remember Kamala Harris, she wasn't really against crypto. They just wanted to control it. She was pro regulation. And I'm not going to lie to you. If you're going to have crypto this deep into the normie world, bro, I'd rather have it regulated too. You know why? Because most of my friends, your neighbors, your cousins, the people at the park you're going to see at your kids' sports games, they're not going to all be destroyed anytime they do anything in crypto because of these high level crimes and buying the wrong assets. Like, geez, man, crypto was known for meme coins more than anything else. I'll give it to Trump that he at least kind of stopped the reputation of crypto kind of shifting to something different, a power move to put crypto everywhere. But that's just kind of like my tell on it is there's some fishy stuff going on around Trump. There always has been. But I mean, what are they going to do to his ass? This ain't regulated, bro. He's going to laugh at you. He's like, oh, wait, I made billions on that? He's going to laugh. Oh, you're going to take me out of office? Good luck. You and what army? I control the army. And that goes into that other crazy conspiracy idea that we had that Trump isn't going to give up the office. This could trigger that. It's like, bro, you know, most of his crypto or most of his net worth is starting to pile into crypto on so many levels. So what are your thoughts on that, Andrew?
Majority at this point.
Oh, it's the majority? Oh, yeah, bro. So how do you make Trump be worth so much less? He entered at 70K. He told you to buy all the way up, him and his stupid son. This is a good freaking time to buy. He's a freaking criminal. Let's face it. So how do you freaking get Trump to go away? You send crypto to 10K. You send Bitcoin to 10, 20K. You eviscerate his value. You knew Trump had to react to such an attack. They had to save it. So in order to save it, I'm sure it cost them a buttload of money. Be on the lookout for who's the next kid in line. It was the Trump token. Then it was the Melania token. Okay, Ivanka Trump token's coming out next to wipe out another freaking 100 million from you idiots. And I'm only saying her name because she's the oldest, I think. Or am I wrong? No, she's not the oldest. Who's the oldest? Oh, I don't know the whole story. I don't know like the ages and the timelines of all their kids. I don't freaking care. But financial crime's on its way. They just got hit. And their value's worth a lot less. They're going to realize, oh, you're worth 10 billion, not after a 90% retrace. All right, man. You guys aren't very talkative. We're going to move on to the TA. I'm not here to waste some time unless anybody else has some more take on it.
You got any takeout?
I'll just say that anything to bring down Trump, they're going to continue to try to do.
Bro, he does it to himself. No one needs to take him down.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is they're opportunistic. So if he leaves a window open, they're going to sneak in it.
Yeah, I was just catching up on this shit, man. I was all involved. Everybody's been talking about the Mexico, you know, the drug cartel stuff that's been going on, you know. So yeah, I
Bro,
missed out
crazy.
this, man. But yeah, World Living Finance is probably, I'm sure Justin Sun's involved somehow. Priming it up
Good
as
way to
usual.
bring it back to Yo, that's crazy, bro. You're savage. Hey, listen, I'm impressed. This show's been going on for 35 minutes and nobody has mentioned the scumbag CZ. How's he involved in all this, Andrew? Go.
Maybe through Binance ties, right? That could actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he was more involved in the attack. To be real, because you got to short it somewhere, and you probably need some insider stuff.
Right. And insider huge accumulated shorts, coordinated shorts adding up out of nowhere on order books is not something that goes past Binance's attention and their scanners. This is huge. Yeah, I can't wait for more of the. Where's Zach XBT when you need him, bro? He's gonna tell us exactly what happened. This is so crazy. Man,
He's already all over it. He's the one that broke the news.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So he's gonna give us more. Yeah, you gotta have noties on for that guy. That guy's a legend, dude. We need. What if he's Elon? That's a topic for another day. Is Zach XBT Elon? That's who he uses to just completely freaking out a lot of freaking these shady criminals. I mean, dude, this is insane stuff, bro. This is insane stuff. And then they're distracting you with fun little drama, like the Frank and the LA Vape Cabal drama and all that. Those boys are making a little appearance back. This lobster thing, giving away 250,000. Oh my goodness, this space is cooked, bro. It's nasty.
If Elon has that kind of time to be Zach XBT, that man needs to start selling time management courses.
That would be the most valuable thing Elon owns. How can you be the supreme leader of like 15 entities, including, I was talking to the wifey about this, how he's the #1 rated player in that game he plays, and it's like such a crazy hard game to play. You just need to be so involved and spend a bunch of money. You know, obviously he has the money, but it's crazy, bro. Dude, this is nuts. Trump stepped into a game where they come for your neck. Literally, they came for his neck. And then on top of that, and I'm not talking about the presidency stuff only, he chose to become president, go against the cabal, because obviously it's always that contrarian approach with him, you know, to that has just really propelled him to these levels. But now crypto, bro, are we completely forgetting that most billionaires in crypto, most crypto billionaires that have gotten their billions through crypto have been locked away, have been murdered, some have somehow died drowning, right? Like, this fool is like this is what I'm saying, Massimo. I'm not a Trump hater. I just call it how it is. You know me. I actually voted for Trump. You know, and I'm not disappointed on like the state of the country because the country's already wrecked and it's like decent right now. But the financial market, the real estate market has not freaking gotten better. And there's an impending collapse there, Andrew, which is the biggest reason why I think all this could just be noise for them to distract you while they're trying to figure out how to save America. America is like, I mean, I guess the world is, because if America falls, the world's financial system's gonna freaking go with it, at least for a few, before it like lines up. Like, who's gonna be that centralized merchant? China? Bro, China. Maybe.
Making that play with Canada right now, to be honest.
Hey, what if this is a play to stop Greenland from happening? Something. I think all of it, right? Mexico, bro.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something,
bro,
right?
I don't think.
Like, it's just so weird.
This is not conspiracy, my G. A lot of our military is in the Middle East. Mexico is crumbling, falling apart. Cartel leader got killed, and that country is burning. And Trump offered the Jewish chick, which is crazy that I'm saying that for a Mexican president, but the Jewish chick refused Trump's help for Trump to send hit squads to go get rid of the cartel. Bro, I would have been like, yo, please. I can seriously rule this freaking stupid country now with super iron fists. Get rid of them. She opted not to. And, bro, it's insane what's happening there. Oh my goodness, bro. World War. It's coming. Somebody's going to click a button, bro, and it's not going to be a good one. It may not be a nuclear button. It might just be a missile in freaking a submarine. or it might be a short button, or it might be a sell all button, right? Like some form of like, imagine like a DPEG with USDT or USDC, bro, or like, oh man, dog, like we would go into some dark times. We would like the world would just suffer on so many levels with that. It would be insane. Stables is the one thing collateralized and valued at a 1-to-1 ratio. Once the liquidity is pulled by the people that put the liquidity up, but they don't have it anymore, that wipes, Andrew. That's 1-to-1. What's the market cap of all stables? Bro, that's like a big portion of the world's money in circulation, bro. This is nasty. So they did that for World Liberty Fight because that's a lot of the Trump money in circulation, bro. They're trying to take him out.
That actually
Crypto
makes
has
a
no
ton of
chill,
sense
bro.
now.
Crypto has no chill. They're trying to say, oh, yeah, Trump. Oh, no. Go ahead. Keep onboarding all of your money. We'll make a move once all your money's in. Damn. Bro, how did Genghis Khan fall? Just look at like people, the world's greatest leaders. Bro, is this how Trump falls? Did we just catch how like one day there's just an attack to just wipe out his value, then wipe out the country that he runs, that he's at? And then boom, you're freaking, that's it. You took that fool out, and you took out people that put their bank on America, because America's going to go down one day. It's just a matter of when, because of these types of financial crimes. But that's just humans. That's not America. Humans are nasty inside, so we are the ones that do the financial crime. And humans choose to do that. They happen to be American in this case, but dude, it would be no different if UK was a superpower, or freaking Africa or Mexico. It's just human nature. You think you could get more. This is why there's interest. Interest is high as heck. Bro, there's no money that we have to pay for it with what is real. Well, I'm gonna loan you 100 grand, and this interest is 7% or 12% or whatever, right, Andrew? Your payment's only gonna cover interest because the interest is the only thing that exists. Whatever you owe me, or whatever I loaned you, that 100K to buy that 100K house is, that's why they're doing the 50-year mortgages, bro. You're gonna pay on that 100 grand for freaking 50 years, bro. Oh man, nasty. Yeah, this all comes full circle, bro. But like how I've always understood the financial markets on so many deep levels, and then you start looking at stables, because stables is the only thing 1-to-1. So it's the only thing, once you see plays like this and this chart, right? I'm screen sharing the pumpy dumpy chart. This chart is really where it's at. And Andrew, how crazy cool that we were on this candle here, right? We were on this candle here, and I drew out my prediction of what was coming. So far, it's looking good, Batman. I'm not impressed, though. I want more. I want to really sell a kidney on one of these peaks. You know what I'm saying? Preferably the all-time peak and the third one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, what you're planning, but I really want to make sure we get in on one of these all-time high freaking run-ups by USDT that it's about to do soon, because it feels like we're about to enter the world stage. Not just American stage, but America's going to war, and America controls the flat pricing of crypto, and we got too many bombs around us, bro.
I'm with you,
I'm
man.
printing on my shorts, by the way.
Good stuff, baby. All right, guys. Let's get some TA done real quick. Almost. Let's go full screen. But yeah, no, that's a great topic, Andrew. But dude, it gets too saucy. I'll rather just talk about it offline. It's one of those where so much makes sense. so much of the things that we have talked about for years, bro. It's all coming to fruition. It's crazy how I've been able to predict a lot of things just because of the money. I feel like Jerry Maguire, bro. Anyways, look, Pumpy Dumpy looks freaking disgusting, guys. Disgusting. Disgusting. It's following the trajectory of, oh, you thought we were done, right? Like this retest here that it's on its way to do means it's retesting all-time high. It got rejected by almost nothing. Okay, this is insane. Andrew, on most real tokens that have came this close to all-time high, what happens next? Typically, they go up by a certain factor, right? And that factor is usually just measuring the base. I've already given y'all that. I'm not going to do it again. But, anyways, I'm just hoping that we somehow don't see something crazy, Andrew, like 15, 20%. If we were to go
Be
towards
insane.
these levels, dude, bro, like, and let me tell you, like, I know you guys are probably going to think, well, how is that even possible? Well, I measured from here to the here, right? And when you look at the total breakout, I'm sorry, I looked at the total breakout from here to there. But what if it was a cycle and I really need to measure? Watch. Okay. So when we did it, I measured 1, 2, and I measured from this level, from this bottom, from here to there, right? And that's how we got to that 8 to 12%, which we nailed on the first part. 8.5 almost, damn near. Yeah, just about. So, anyways, but what if it was the whole cycle, which was it never broke a higher low, or, I'm sorry, it never broke a lower low, right? Until it was for sure over here. So, what if my measurement, and this is what I have for y'all today, was really from not from here, which was that, but it was here where it broke the low. Okay. You seen this? It broke the low right there. So I'm going to measure from here. Okay. Now, check this out. It's crazy, bro. So when we finally broke the low, and then we did it, and we reverse was here. So it takes us to the 13% plus range, bro. And again, that's just like that's freaking nasty, but it's so possible. And like how you're able to know is just because of like how it goes, right? It's like the full cycle, right? You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, once you really start taking, like what this chart can do, it's starting to really make me feel that it's gonna land up here before of the big long, the big long freaking. Okay, we're back. Once we lose this Toyota and ramen territory, it's crazy how I predicted the exact zone where we're back and we're not back. We're back. We're not back. We're back. We're not back. Oh man, it's nasty. So, anyways, Puppy Dumpy is gross. It's just, dude, there's no bullish momentum left on it other than it's just retesting everything. Retesting everything, breaking highs, not breaking lows, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, just all the charts you start looking, you figure, okay, man, it's got to go on this crazy freaking run up before we actually get the freaking dump, right? So it's like, look, I expect the run up to level up, claim an all time high, and then give us the nice little retrace right back towards these levels. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. Andrew, does that kind of make sense, or a better way you want to explain that? So I know I kind
No,
of
I mean,
said that a little
I mean, you pretty
confusing
much
here,
drew and
but
said
it
it.
just, yeah, the draw's right there. Like, dude, look at it. It's following this trajectory because I said it doesn't make sense. There's no more bullish momentum left. So it feels like it has to print an all-time high. So they're going to consolidate it. So that's how I was able to draw these lines. I did it on the weekly chart, which makes it that much easier. But like, you get the freaking picture. It's following that trajectory. I wouldn't be comfortable in a short, but I wouldn't mind not a short, sorry. I wouldn't be comfortable in a freaking long, but I do not. I meant shorting. I wouldn't be comfortable shorting this chart, which is in turn longing the market. That's what my head said it that way. But anyhow, understand that I would not mind buying spot slowly, accumulation, be patient. They keep gut punching the market, taking what's there, coming after the president, right? All this stuff is happening for a reason. So just kind of wait it out. The nuke is coming, and we fricking just super accumulate at these pops. Bitcoin, here's what I do have for y'all. We'll make it quick. 3-day, we are still higher low. Cycle higher low. Higher low, higher low. Okay. On your charts, I'm going to post my charts so you guys have my charts again. This is what you want. Even if we get this, but as long as we just keep, just keep on this trend, we can hold on, right? But the nastiness of the 3-day chart is coming. No more front running. no more getting cute with it. I told y'all when the weekly candle ended, the monthly candle, these averages are going to start plummeting, and they are. Right? Bitcoin's finally coming on the weekly bearish crossings that we've been so eager to wait, just eagerly waiting for to let us know it's kind of done. And sure enough, Bitcoin's now below the 50 as projected. And then I did the 100 EMA for y'all, which lands it somewhere in these levels, right? So, which is a new lower low. So now we're looking for cycle higher low to confirm reversal, like here. Boom. Oh, higher low. Now we know for sure. We accumulate on the dumps because they always pump it. Even if this one would have been a lower low, that's fine. Look at all this gain, right? So, but you always see on the monthly time frame, big candles and higher lows truly do matter. Lower highs truly does matter. Divergence truly does matter. It had just lost steam. The White Rabbit was high first part of the cycle. It was high in the second part of the cycle. And the White Rabbit picked up steam, but it ran out, created the divergence, which was the exit liquidity, all the FOMO. The third leg's always the FOMO, just like you had it here, right? Look at the White Rabbit. It gave you the 1, the 2, and then on the third leg, it was over. It was exhausted. It was obvious. This market was a little harder because more crypto, but still, it's there. And the interesting part is Bitcoin 3-day, right? Pay attention. On Solana and Ethereum, the weekly is already about to give you 21 under a 50. The 3-5-day, all that stuff already happened. For 5-day, look at Solana. The 50 is about to go under, right? So, but the interesting one is the weekly because it's starting all bearish momentum crossing, which further confirms, man, another leg down just looks extremely possible. That $50 zone, I hope, is enough to stop Solana because it will still give it a higher low, right? This will still be a higher low than all those dumps to the 20s. You want to see dumps to the 50s, 40s always get eaten and give us this perfect little trend right here for Solana, a new little lifetime trend for it to start. But that looks like it's coming with all these weekly, crossings that it's now inevitably a stop front running. It's like, all right, dude, now it's front running towards the downside. Look at Ethereum, same thing. Andrew, we didn't cover Vitalik sold $7 million yesterday, or he sold $15 million this month. Over 7,000 Ethereum, I think, is what he liquidated. He's still holding about 200K Ethereum. Can somebody tell me, please, the total supply of Ethereum? Anyone? Por favor? Don't tell me
Like
I'm in the
the
show by myself.
circulating supply, because I think it's uncapped.
It's uncapped. Yeah, just the circulating supply. Yeah. He has 200K Ethereum, bro. I want to see what percentage of the supply is that.
I bet it's like 3%, but I'm
Freaking
checking
bro.
right now.
No way he has 3%. That's got to be less. This fool, how is a founder going to barely have any Ethereum? 200K is not that much. And you're the founder. I just wanted to see what the percentage is, bro. Please. Let's see.
So there's the circulating supply is 120,692,360.
120 million?
Yep.
So 10% will be what?
10%. So dude, he's got a lot. 10% would be 120,000.
Right. So yeah. So
Or no, my bad. 10% would be 12 million.
yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he's got about
So he's
what,
got like half a
1%? Nothing's with cheating for cycles. I'm gonna create a chart. I'm gonna post a chart on the Novex Quest page, and put a dot every time Vitalik has sold. You know, one of my favorite pastimes has been calling out that freaking scam. And maybe Ethereum has a chance once he exits fully. But my goodness, bro, he's selling during fear.
I know, actually, that he used to sell the pumps.
He's not selling during. He needed a few M's, bro. He's like, dude, he liquidated his Ave position. Oh man, bro, and immediately cheated it. Click close, pool or whatever on Ave, and click sell.
I like his style.
He knows what's coming, bro. He's over here buying, liquidating, cashing out, doing what he can. The war's coming, baby. Crypto is not immune to the world's tension. What's happening is the world's tension. So look, Ethereum weekly, Solana weekly, everything's about to cross. But look at Bitcoin, barely on its 3-day 50, about to cross. There, the weekly is so far away, Andrew. We have so much to go. I can see Bitcoin overnight at $40,000. It's coming. There is such a gap from where Bitcoin is to where the rest of the market is. The rest of the market just front ran Bitcoin to the hardest. People are in extreme fear right now. I'm sorry, not people. Insiders are in extreme fear situations now. You cannot fake moving at. This is why I love EMAs, because it's the law of averages, bro. And the EMAs are the most up to date, closest to where it's at. It's so close, and you need a couple of other metrics to really try to track it. And that's what? Volatility and who the fudge is buying it. There's a reason to my approach, and there's a freaking mathematical just I can't really explain it all in the same way, but visually they cannot hide what they're doing unless they had unlimited supply or unlimited money. They don't. So we are in a spot where when you zoom out of crypto, we're towards the bottom. Towards the bottom. I just think there's a little value gap left. I think Bitcoin has a little has a big value gap left. Bitcoin can go to these levels and still make a higher low, right? Look at this. Look at that bottom. 22K, no chance. But 35K, yeah, Bitcoin can get to 35, 30K and still be a healthy market, baby. So look, man, I don't want bad to happen in the world and all that, you know. It sucks. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope this is the absolute bottom and everybody just sees nothing but magical gains from here, and people, the whole world's debt gets reset. There's a whole new whatever, because at this point you need magical fairy dusties like that is going to solve this world's tension. As the world's debt gets eviscerated, it goes away, and we start from scratch in a unified approach in which humanity cares about its neighbors, in which each country cares about its bordering neighbor, and everybody doesn't have to leave to any other country but stay in their own country because they have food, water, medicine, internet, and the freedom to say what they need to say to be financially free and be just living a perfect life. I hope that happens. But until then, I'm going to be watching the charts and profiting off of these scam pumps and dumps. But the reality here is we got some nasty, nasty value gap for Bitcoin. I haven't even looked at the CME because the CME is just that much worse, right? On the weekly, it's below its 200 now. Here comes the 8, the 21, the 50. This might be the gap that we leave forever open, Andrew, until we go back there again, just how we left that 20K gap. This could be the last gap they leave because everyone was expecting to go there. And people that, like they just kept chasing it. Oh, no, it's going to the gap. It's going to the gap. No, at one day it will. It may not be there. Just like that 20K gap when we kept saying, nah, it ain't going to that 20K gap no more. And I came up with the conspiracy, the value of money. We closed that gap, blah, 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 right? Like, no, we're there. Boom, we took off. I was right. This could be the exact same time. This time, it may not come no more, but I'm eagerly watching the 3-day chart on Bitcoin CME as we're right below the 200 and on the index price by Binance because they are the market makers, the big ones. We are way below the 200 now. So be very, very careful. I'm on the lookout for all-time high, and I'm freaking printing. I'm going to start a nice little... Dude, if I get these peaks, I'm deploying. I'm going in. I'm buying. We got to do what we got to do at these points, baby. But anyways, buy the extreme fear. Sell the greed. Y'all know the drill. But that's all I got for y'all. If anybody else has anything else, please go ahead. If not, we're going to wrap this up, baby.
Beepity boppity.
Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Beepity boppity. I was drinking my coffee. But I appreciate you guys, man. I know it's only a couple of y'all that show up. Everybody else fell off on me. The story of my life. It's not about the many, it's about the few. Appreciate y'all. Those that do watch, those that do continue to make money and help yourselves throughout this. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. We are well on our way to just surviving the worst of times. And that's okay because we can do that when on a nice big unit. Really appreciate the support, guys. You could be anywhere else, but choosing to vibe with us definitely means the world. So much love. See you on the other side, baby. But get good. Watch these charts and study, put in time. This is the time to get better. Catch you on Novex.finance and Quest.Novex.finance. Create a profile, start getting in. Let's go.
Charts dance, red and green, crypto tang.
sharper than Rambo. Bear trap snap, but he walks unfazed. Like Fibonacci spirals, his plans a maze. Bull runs charge, he rides them like a kingpin. Signal singing while it's fat, digits clinging. Never panic sell, now he calculates. Eyes on a breakout while the market debates. Clutch moves, he don't flinch, no fear. Candles glow bright when the path ain't clear. Clutch moves, he's the one they all cheer. Stacking those wins year after year. He reads charts like books, Elliott Wave plots. Others guessing blind. Clutch connects the dots. Mac D, RSI, trendline sniper. Why they chase the hype? He's the quiet decipher. Whispers to himself, patience pays the bold. Timing the entries, that gets pure gold. No noise in his zone, just signals he reads. Plays the long game, planting prophet seeds. Clutch moves, he don't flinch, no fear.